He's left already.
Yeah, he's left already.
I stuck to my part. I didn't say a word. This is months ago, you know.
So then months ago.
Like,
man was sitting on the sofa all this time and he was all chatting to the...
months ago. You look at how many months you reckon roughly?
Right. What are we in now? Up around Christmas.
No, I think it was... it was after that. I think it's about...
No, it was early. It's starting the year.
It's about 3 to 4 months ago.
That's a long time still.
Yeah.
No, it was longer than that.
Well, I will say
what it's like, innit? So it's about the Pinky, the other podcast, and Winners Talking, innit? The whole thing from my stance on everything. I'm going to give full context on everything because a lot of things I just don't say because I just don't think it needs to be said. So like everything started from Bang Smurf, innit? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But from Bang Smurf going on the podcast and he felt some type of way. What Bang Smurf never ever actually said is that I stopped talking to him. That was the real reason he was upset. I cut ties with him because if you watch back the podcast, he started off with I don't really like industry guys. They're bougie, but no, because he's not a real person. He's not a real G. He's not explaining why I cut him off. He's not giving the full context why I cut him off. He's not even saying the things that I've done. But because I play by a different code on conduct, bro. I'm not someone that's going to come online and say, if I've done something from the things off the kindness of my heart for people, even if they got me out here looking crazy and creating narrative, I don't know. I'm just one of them people that, because of my code and conduct, if he's not fully ruining my brand, I'm just not even going to say nothing, bro. If the public believe what you're saying, then that's how it goes. But he wasn't real, and he never said the real reasons why I cut him off. He done some weird shit, bro. That's why I cut him off. And the relationship I had with him, I was solid, bro. Like I said to you, I'm not the type of person, I don't really want to come and say it, because if I do stuff for people between me and them and the kindness of my heart, I don't really want to come back and tell the world. But I just don't respect that. When a lot of these people, when they're telling stories, they're not giving full context and they're not telling the truth, and they're making people look a certain type of way. But anyway, so this started because of him. He felt some type of way because I stopped messing with him. See, with me, once you move funny, whatever, I'm cutting off stuff. Like, you're getting cut off. I don't have time to figure you out. We're not young no more. If you're not my childhood friend, bro, I have zero tolerance for fake shit. You know what I'm saying? Anything snaky, anything funny, you're gone. So that's what the real reason he was upset. He didn't think they were filming, so he wanted to vent and do something snaky, but he showed his true character. That's why I don't mess with him no more. He's tried to mess with me since after that and tried to apologize. He even said he'll go public and said everything, but I'm just like, bro, you ain't even got to explain stuff to the public. I don't care. People on the internet, people that don't like me, they're always going to run with the narrative anyway. You know what I'm saying? And people that mess with me, eventually they'll see my true character. So, bro, you ain't got to clean anything up, bro. I don't care. I just don't want to mess with you. Cool. So he's gone on a podcast. He felt some type of way. He's twisted the narrative. Now, the other podcast has responded. They feel whatever for a terror. Right, that's the only thing with them. Even though, anyway, yeah, rightly so, they feel whatever, how they feel for that incident. But it wasn't whatever. So things have gone, so Pounds has got involved. He's trying to kind of like clear things up, innit, and defend, man, because he knows what's really going on. And I'm not defending myself at this point. So he's coming cleared up. So now that's picked up their thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So but now that's going on. Things are heating up now. Pinky's reached out to me. Obviously thinking now you've got a relationship with Pounds, innit? Now when he's reached out to me, again, I'm somebody that I suss things out, I read the situation. I'm gonna be completely honest. It was never from a place of being a snake, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. It was from a place of being grown, understanding, we all come from a real place. Things are getting to a place where you can go where there's no return. You know, like everyone see online the other day, people are talking about people's family members that passed away. People are talking about pulling up each other's mum's house, and that when things get to that point, there's no return. Do you get what I'm saying? So understanding it, where things can go to, he's reached out to me and saying like, are they on? What is it like? Is there any way? Boom, boom, boom? Because obviously where he's going, it doesn't actually make sense because we're actually all just doing podcasts. Do you get it? Like a very honest, genuine, grown conversation. I was the person in the middle. Now, I could read his intention, innit? So he's saying, what? If you speak to my man, let me see what it is on, whatever. But obviously, the relationship I have with Pound is a big bro. It's like a big bro, little bro relationship. Do you know what I mean? Like, the relationship I have with Pound is, if I'm like, I can trust him with stuff. I can vent to him about certain stuff. He's a certain time, he's guided me in certain situations. Do you know what I mean? We speak like, we don't speak on negative, low vibrational stuff. Do you get it? So I can't ring Pound on like, we don't have a relationship where I'm ringing him on like, yo, what's going on with you and their podcast? We don't have that kind of relationship, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm not vouching for anything. So I'm not saying, yeah, I can speak to him. I'm just saying, bro, let me speak to him and then see what he's saying in it. Because he wants to know where is it really at? Is there any way things can just, everybody stay in their corner? That's what he's ringing for. Before it gets to a point where, remember, he's just joined the podcast them times as well. He's going to have to inherit whatever. If he goes to that place, he's going to have to inherit it. as big men, saying, bro, if he hasn't get to that and there's a way he can stop to that, let's see what we can do. Cool. I've called Pounds, whatever. I'm saying, I'm explaining it wherever I can. I'm vouching for Pinky as well. So this is where I'm going to tell you the full context why Pounds even entertained it, because I'm vouching for Pinky, whatever. Smart, he's thinking, he's not exchanging numbers. This is what Pounds told me, but this is what I'm picking up. He's like, do a three-way, because I think like he's thinking everything has to be accounted for if there's different parties, if there's someone that's evident. So after I called Pinky back, I've done a three-way. And a conversation, again, it wasn't messy. There was no one bad-minded anyone. Nobody snaked nobody spoke bad of anybody. It wasn't like that kind of conversation, bro. It was more of a conversation. What is it? Obviously, everybody let off where their stance is in the situation. Nobody was looking weak. Nobody said nothing weak. Nobody was like, waving white flags. People said exactly how they felt and what it was. Do you get what I'm saying? And where their stance is. And the conversation was like, ended in the sense where like, all right, cool. If you're willing to stop whatever, if he's willing to stop whatever. Again, Pinky was very clear that he can't control my man. Do you get it? He can speak to my man, but he can't control my man. If he speaks to my man leaves it, and you lot leave it, then we can just leave it and we can just coexist and stay in our corner. We were trying to do things from a grown, mature perspective and diffuse everything. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, if I speak to my man and he wants to carry on, then it's all fair game. That was the conversation. But how the conversation was left is that nobody speak on this conversation. Nobody continue, like, go back and have this conversation. Nobody, like, this conversation never happened. That's how it was left for me. I've never spoken it to anybody, and I've kept it moving. Do you get what I'm saying? Never. Now, this is where things have kind of gone wrong a bit. And I'm only saying this publicly because I've spoken to all parties privately. Now, where I think, again, Pinky's intentions was very pure. I can vouch. It was definitely not from snaking. No one was snaking anyone in the conversation. No one spoke bad to anyone. It was very much, I'm going to go and speak to my man. If he's willing to let it go, we can just let it go and coexist. Now, where Pinky's kind of gone wrong months later, and I'll be real with you, and I never spoke to him about it. I just left it. We've all had this private conversation. We know we had a private conversation. When my man's dissed us all sending shots, whatever, and I've said this to him, bro, this is kind of where you've kind of gone wrong a bit. You've reacted in a way, like, for example, Pinky, a lot of time when my man's spoken about me or whatever, Pinky will defend me because, like I said, he's never snaked me, bro. He's very clear. I have a relationship with my man. He's very open and allow my man when he's on the sofa. He's not laughing when my man's finished, whatever. But obviously, when my man's speaking on my man, he has reacted in ways where if I'm Pounds, I'm going to be completely transparent, I'm going to feel some type of way after the conversation we've been had. He laughed, he maybe throw 1 or 2 pence, and it's like, bro. And I was going to ring him and say, bro, why are you? But I just thought, you know what's done is done. My man, Pounds is probably going to see it. Like I said, the relationship I have with Pounds, I'm not going to ring him, but as you see, like, we don't have that kind of relationship. And I got a relationship with Pinky. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm disappointed a bit, I can't lie. Now, obviously, Pounds has decided. That's what I said to Pinky. I said, bro, at that point when you've laughed or you've enjoyed, it's fair game now. He's decided to put out whatever he's put out. But again, it was not from I'm somebody. If it was a snaky situation, I remember even saying to Pink, bro, I don't even want to get in the middle of all this because I don't want my name out on these podcasts. I don't want. But where I could see, you know what, if there's a situation where I can actually diffuse a situation as a big man and help a situation be done, I'm gonna do it. If there's an opportunity, do you get what I'm saying? I'm going to do it. If all parties are willing to, why not? These are the kind of things that big men do behind the scene. Do you get what I'm saying? It wasn't from a messy place, you know what I'm saying? And the thing with me is like, why, when I'm seeing the narratives everyone's running, it's like, I know when narrative is painted on me, bro. I do various shit. When I'm hearing stuff about me online and stuff, like, I'm just like, right, like, it's crazy because, like I said, I'm not going to come online and defend myself, bro. Like, whatever people want to paint, whatever people want to say, that's the story they want to run with, innit? Everybody knows the truth, but one thing I see is everybody's not entirely truthful when they're telling their stories, bro. People are missing parts out. People are painting narrative to make people look a certain type of way. It's mad, bro. Like, what we're doing. You know what I'm saying? What we're doing. But anyway, that's my side of the story. Like I said, even with Bang, how you all started, he's not telling the full context. And the thing is with me, because I play by a different set of code and conduct, I'm not going to come online and say, like I said, I'm never going to be like, I've done this for my man. Why would you? I'm just not like that, bro. Because when I'm doing things from the kindness of my heart, bro. A man stays solid. So even when I'm reading everyone comment, everyone's laughing, saying I'm a snake, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm reading, I'm like, raw, like, if you lot only actually on you. But what this whole thing's taught me, this whole period of everything's like, when you see stuff on the internet, bro, I'll be honest with you, believe, like, because my name's involved in a lot of things, and it's like half of the time it's just like, bro, that's not even true. I just don't believe anything you hear on the internet, bro. Because some people are really playing by the old code of conduct, and Some people are really being real. Like, they're not coming online and saying full stories. They're not even making people look some type of way, even though people are making them look in some type of way. Some people are really playing by the old rules, bro. Some people are keeping their mouth shut. If I done real nigga shit behind the scene, I'm just going to keep it real to the end. Even when you're throwing me under the bus, I'm just going to keep it solid. I'm not going to come back and expose you. I'm not going to do that because I don't know. We're men at the end of the day. You get me? We're men. And at the end of the day, bro, as men, you have to get to a point where it's like, I don't care what the rest of the world think. As long as my people know, man, solid, man, solid. And when you deal with me in person, then if you feel some type of way, if you feel froggy, leap. You know what I'm saying? Like, what we're not doing, we're not ducking from anything. Like, we're not ducking from anything. We're men, innit? But what we're not going to do, certain games we're just not going to play because to me, certain style of warfare isn't my style of warfare, bro. Like, men rather physical combat when we see each other. And like, respectfully, we don't want to do that. We're grown. We want to push peace. We want to push love. We want to push, but at the same time, we're men first, innit? Certain things, we don't mind dealing with that. Certain combats, we don't mind different type of warfare, you know. But certain type of warfare, I just don't think, it's just not men's. Like, everyone fights differently. That's just not the kind of fight men want. To come online, be scandalous, throw people under the bus, say the maddest things. Do you get what I'm saying? So, like I said, the reason why I spoke to Pounds, because I have a relationship with Pounds. I don't have a relationship with Pounds where, let's be clear, where me and Pounds' relationship is not messy. You know, it's not messy, bro. It's not a messy relationship. I can't ring Pounds and say, yo, we don't even have them kind of conversation, bro. You know what I'm saying? Me and Pinky's conversation again is like, man trying to talk sense to like each other, like, bro, don't. Like, because I don't get how some of the stuff that's going on, I'm not going to lie. I don't get it. I generally don't get it. I don't get the end goal. I don't get it. Because I don't get the long-term goal in it. But everybody does what they're doing. But the only thing is, I would say, I'll vouch for Pinky. He's not a snake, bro. Like I said, from dealing with me and him, he's not a snake, bro. I feel like the whole situation, the podcast, is like, this is what I feel like. You've come from a place, you've allowed yourself, you've kind of sold yourself for content by allowing yourself to sit on a sofa where you're continuously being disrespected. And maybe because you didn't deal with it, because he's got love, no matter what Pinky might say, I know he's got love for my man. Because you didn't deal with it at the love or whatever you have for my man, accordingly, because you was just thinking content, and you was okay with it, now you're dealing with a backlash of that. And now everybody's coming at you. A lot of people are not dealing with you accordingly because you've allowed to be disrespected on a sofa on so many occasions for someone that you had love for. And now maybe you're dealing with that frustration a bit in a way where I don't maybe all the way agree. And people now looking at you as a snake, but you're not a snake. Pinky's not a snake, bro.